Hello, everybody, and welcome back to In, Out, Delete, the podcast where we review new and older movies. I'm Gio.
I am Robert.
America.
And Ricardo.
And we're back for another episode. Anybody have a mini review?
I do.
All right, so let's start this.
Baby review.
Baby review.
It's baby review.
Baby review.
Oh.
Baby review.
You're
So that-
fired again.
But that just gives us another chance to...
Baby review.
Baby review.
Yeah, so, it's like Thanksgiving weekend. There's like a bunch of movies coming out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I saw Encanto.
Ah.
Yeah, the Disney animated movie that's set in Colombia.
Mm-hmm. Backed by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yes. I'm in on it. I really enjoyed it. It's
Well,
a really...
It's a Pixar movie, so...
No, it's not. It's a Disney movie.
I thought it was...
Yeah.
Oh, this one's just straight
Yeah,
out
that's
Disney
what's kinda
Studios?
surprised me. Yeah.
Ah.
And I think on that level, it's like not on the level of Pixar,
Okay.
If like this is no Coco, but
So it didn't make you cry?
no, it did. It did.
Oh.
Yeah, it actually
come on.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. It's me. I cried during a fucking Tide commercial. No, it has a great story, about family, The one thing, you mentioned Lin-Manuel Miranda, right?
Yeah.
He did the songs for the movie.
Of
And the
course.
one thing I will say, if you're not a Lin-Manuel Miranda fan, the songs are going to be they seem a little out of place in the movie,
So he does bring his little rapping.
It's full on Lin-Manuel. Like, it's full on.
So
like,
it is very rappy.
I wouldn't say it's like go as far as calling it like very hip hoppy, but kind of at some parts. But you definitely hear it. It's like once because I've seen Hamilton now. We saw it in the Heights. I've seen some of his stuff now, and you could tell his characteristics, right? And I heard him. I was like, oh, this is definitely Lin-Manuel. And I would say it's like for me at least, it was like the weakest part of the movie.
No.
Yeah, because imagine like I told these guys yesterday, like Coco, right?
Mm-hmm.
Coco had a very like Mexican, like traditional Mexican music, like in the soundtrack. Imagine you're watching that, and then you get like little hip hoppy stuff, like what up? My name is Coco, and you just be like, oh,
It becomes awkward.
yeah, no, that'd be a little out of place, But with that being said, the story was so strong that it kind of made me forget about that stuff. Like I was legit like crying in my seat, and there was people next to me like looking at me like,
Like, look at this.
is this
one.
guy okay? Because I was. It has a nice message, like it's about like it's surprising because in Latin culture you're not really allowed to express your feelings,
No, now shut up.
yeah, and this movie really the message is like no, it's okay. You should be expressing what's inside of
So
you.
you're not supposed to man up and keep everything very
No,
bottled
no,
inside
no, I
until
didn't
you
know
snap?
that until I saw the fucking movie. Yeah.
Thank you, Disney.
Yeah, and that's what's
Disney.
really that's the core message of the movie.
Did it look cool too?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's beautiful, the animation.
Dope.
Yeah, so I recommend it.
All right, cool. So that was your
Baby review.
baby review. So from the baby review, now let's go to our new movie review. This week we watched House of Gucci,
It's time to take out the trash.
starring Lady Gaga.
Yeah. House of Gucci, starring, as Gio said, Lady Gaga and Adam Driver, directed by Ridley Scott.
Again?
When Patrizia Regani, an outsider from humble beginnings, marries into the Gucci family, her unbridled ambition begins to unravel their legacy and triggers a reckless spiral of betrayal, decadence, revenge, and ultimately murder.
Scared.
I wish you'd read that in an accent.
The whole time.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm a screw up.
Why'd you make it the font?
Yeah.
Dude, that would have been perfect.
Yeah. Ricardo, you want to kick it off in this one? Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yep.
I was gonna give it to this guy, but
If you want.
No, Ricardo's.
You could defer, but this is your turn to go first.
Yep.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have turns now.
Shit. Okay, so we watched it last night, right? Fun time. I don't know what to say. Just honestly though, I really enjoyed Jared Leto. Like for reals. No, for else. I thought you were gonna throw the trash. I had a lot of jokes. It's like exactly what I expected. I didn't expect more, and I didn't expect less. The only thing though that that I was expecting and it happened was that it was gonna get boring, and it eventually got boring. And I started looking at the time, and it was like fuck, an hour left. And the most important part, well, that I was interested in was the ending, right? Like, what the hell, the murder.
Would there be justice?
Yeah, so I just wanted to get into that. And honestly, they rushed the whole ending, and then at the end, they just worded it like, here's what happened, And it kind of, so I am, because it was fun. And I could, recommend it to some people. But I'm telling you, I don't know if I'm ever going to sit and watch the whole thing again. So I am high out.
I'm kind of on the same boat. Like, it's a weird movie because it is ridiculous, but it's ridiculous on purpose. It is, because if you look at it, it is like, because I've been talking with my
crazy noise,
because I went with my brother, or whatever, and I'll give you his he's an in on this movie.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I guess he was able to see that the campiness.
Yeah.
Because he said and kind of like how Ricardo mentioned, there's jokes and that jokes kind of put you in that this isn't necessarily, they weren't making it straight. They were taking it a little bit into this weird dramatization category. So to the point where I think I don't know if I'll see it again, but it was entertaining. So I think I'm gonna be within that same high out.
Oh, high out
as well, because it was ridiculous. The acting at parts were over the top, but I think that kind of lent to those characters and the way that they were built and constructed. Because Lady Gaga kind of really turned it up to 11, but that character, that person, it seems like that's what that person was. She was a stalker. She was trying to get all this money and whatever, and just kind of gold dig her way, into fame and fortune.
That's right.
That's the way to do it.
So I think I'm gonna be a high out.
Dang.
But what about you, America?
I'm super in.
Dun,
Super in.
Yeah, that's why it's.
She
I don't
put the
know.
super. Yeah,
I would I would rewatch this. I don't know that I'd sit through the entire thing.
Yeah,
but I would
think
turn
that's
it
okay.
on while I'm doing something else just to laugh.
That's the only way to watch it.
I thought this was so enjoyable. I mean, I had a couple drinks and then I was watching it with these guys, so it's it also kind of added to the experience.
Oh, so they were saying things.
I think even if I
riffing?
was, it was super funny. But I think even if I was by myself in that theater watching it, I would have had a really good time because it's so ridiculous.
Yeah,
so ridiculous. Jared Leto's character is so fucking funny looking. The way he talks is hilarious. Lady Gaga.
Mario.
Yeah, Lady Gaga. What is her accent? What is that?
I have no idea.
And then
Nobody
I don't know, dude.
It's a little brown facing it.
Yeah. I mean, I know that supposedly Italians are kind of brown, but
definitely got the
no,
spray
not
ons.
like that,
For sure.
Before he takes
Yeah. So I'm super in. I don't know. I had fun. So Robert, what'd you think?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I was super, super looking forward to this movie. Why? Because it looked like a fucking train wreck, For the things that you were saying that your brother enjoyed about it, that's what I wanted. And not because they were doing it on purpose. I wanted to watch it because it seemed like they were taking it so seriously. It's you can't tell me, you can't, I couldn't believe that they would be taking, those performances, they would be accepting those performances. That's ridiculous, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a joke. It's not even something you would see an SNL parody, you know? I'm pretty sure Gino could make a dumb Italian voice and fit right into the movie and wouldn't even stick out, It's something weird.
He'd be like bippity boppity.
Yeah. But that's why I want to see it, because that's what I love, When they're taking it so serious, they think they're actually making something really good, and it's a fucking joke. It's like how you watch Full House, They actually think they're making a good show, but we're actually laughing at it, And that's what I wanted, And I would say I got it for like the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was hilarious. Everybody was like, I couldn't believe like Ridley, like you're a professional and you accepted these people doing these things, you know? And I don't think they're that clever. I don't think that to me that's giving them credit and saying that they were clever and like being campy and like winking at the camera, because they really weren't. I think if you look at some of the stuff that like Lady Gaga said in the press, like she's taking it super seriously. They all are. Except for Jared Leto, maybe.
Actually,
and that's what I wanted. And then I wanted every bit of that, you know? Like you said, we saw it together. We had drinks. And I was ready to fucking like watch it like you would watch The Room, you know? And I did get that. But I think I also got, and this is the reason why I don't think they were in on the joke. It's because it's so long. And by the end of it gets super boring and super serious. And the story is just all over the place. It's kind of fascinating, but it's all over the place. And it ends up feeling like, and I know this is literally the definition of a movie, but it ends up feeling like a series of scenes strung together without really any cohesion, or like, I don't really know what story by the end of it, what story they were telling. I knew what was going to happen and I just wanted it to happen, you know, but after a while, like it just kind of like, the joke wore off, or maybe my alcohol wore off, you know, to where I got kind of bored, you know? So I'm going to have to be in the out.
Ooh.
Just a regular out?
A regular out,
Okay.
you know? I wouldn't go so far as delete, because I really enjoyed a lot of it. I enjoyed, like, what you said. Like, all the reasons your brother and you enjoyed it, that's
like
what I
he enjoyed
wanted.
it way more. Like,
but
he's
I
like,
wouldn't,
this is the best movie I've ever seen in a long time.
No, yeah, and that's what I want. But I just wouldn't go as far as saying that they were doing that on purpose.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that. I think that they all thought like, "Oh my god, like
We're
such
making
a
art.
good actor."
I'm making art.
You know, yes, I do think that's what they thought.
Lady Gaga said that she like
Became
spent a
her, right?
year talking like that. To like really become Patrizia,
she
you know,
became- she went
and it's
method.
like she fucking ate nothing but like carbs so she could gain weight, so she could look like thicker, you know. So, and I believe it. They're taking it super seriously, and you know Jared Leto's method acting ways, you know, he like snorted a bunch of powder to get into that character, and that's what came out of it. You know, that's what came out. It's like that's a joke, like that.
It's me, Mario.
Like, yeah, I mean, you're listening to that soundbite, and it's not a joke. Like, he's really doing that.
Yeah,
and I think they are all thinking they're making something serious. They're making something good, when it's like, we're all looking at it like, this is a joke. I want it. Don't get me wrong. I want all that. I want the campiness. But they don't know that. They don't know that they're making something ridiculous.
The actors and the actual like filmmaker.
Yeah.
So I guess like Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott.
You know-
doesn't know.
You know who
that
should have done the
like, what
movie?
he actually
Because Ridley
made.
Scott is like more serious. It should have been that guy who did Vice. Who's that?
Adam McKay?
No, because then that
Or
would turn it
who's-
into an actual comedy. To
That's
me,
why.
the reason why I like these train wrecks is because you can't do it on purpose. Then that doesn't make it fun,
Oh.
right?
Because then at that
Because
point, you
then
can actually see
they're
that they're
trying to do that,
To be
right?
funny?
To me, what makes it great is that they're not trying to do that. They're actually.
Yeah.
That's why I love Cats so much, right?
Oh, 'cause
because they
they're
were
trying?
actually trying to make something good when like they were making something so horrific.
When it's accidental,
Yeah,
is
when it's
it-
accidental is what makes it great. Like The Room, the dude was actually trying to make a movie, and it's because he didn't know
How to
that's
make
what
a
makes
movie.
it great, you know. And that's what I wanted. It's just it got a little too boring for me.
Yeah, he just
Yeah,
kept
and
going.
It's close to 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like it can be trimmed a little bit.
a
But
lot.
like at the end of the day, I don't think like what Ricardo kind of was complaining is like he wanted the trials. Like I don't think this whole thing was about the trials. You know,
know.
this was
I
just
don't
how
think-
ridiculous it got, and all the like the events that happened. Like that, that one was just like
I
you
don't-
know what happens at the end.
I don't think he wanted the trial because I felt the same way. We just wanted the ending to be expanded on because
'cause-
it was 30 minutes and he was like there's 30 minutes left and I was
And
like
he
no
was
there's
still
not
alive,
because
then.
because they
He was still alive, and I was like, what's going
they
on
hadn't
here?
made the plan to kill him yet.
Yeah.
There was not even a mention of we're gonna kill him, but we knew that had to happen.
Yeah.
So it just all they're like, okay, now we're gonna kill him. And then all of a sudden we get like fucking flashes on screen. He's dead. No Gucci family members or like
Yeah,
in
like
Gucci
it's just
anymore.
words
It's like
now.
what?
And I was just like kind of like,
Yeah.
whack.
Like build that. Isn't that the
That,
exciting
that would have been the
part, that he
exciting part,
dies?
right? Yeah. So like they
Yeah.
could have built the whole. Remember that Tanya?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how like it was on that for a while? Like at the
I haven't
end?
seen.
I
that
didn't
one.
watch that.
Yeah.
What?
what?
Yeah.
Oh, that movie's so good.
I know the story. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in that one, you have a whole hour of the story, and then the whole next hour is just like that, and the whole the chaos of that, and it was so good. And that's
The movie.
That's what I want.
The movie essentially it goes on autopilot. It's like
Yeah.
the last second half is mainly just like, kind of like the characters is kind of like looking off, you know, and saying, "Look how bad we've come. Look how far we've come." You know,
and then like little montages.
Yeah, and that's why I said it's like a series of scenes just strung together. There's not a lot of because the movie it covers like 30 years.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really tell you. You kind of have to like infer some of that. Like,
well, it does by the music tells you where you
sure,
are now.
yeah.
The whole music
like,
is all 80s music.
But like you find out at the
not.
end.
It's not?
You find out at the end with the like the little credit stuff that Al Pacino's character died in 1990. And Adam Driver didn't get killed till 1996.
Yeah, that was weird.
And in the movie, that's only about
Like, the
like
next
5
scenes.
minutes.
Yeah.
You know? So
Yeah.
like there's nothing and they only kind of like hint at time passing aside
Yeah.
from the music, you know?
I agree.
Yeah.
Like the pacing was completely off, and also I think
I
Salma
think the
Hayek's
music
character.
was off too, though.
It definitely takes you out of the movie, but I think Salma Hayek's character was wasted.
Yeah.
Because she's a good actress, right? And obviously she had something to do with the murder. But we only see her like in passing, right? We only find out that they've become like essentially
Right.
best friends with like 2 scenes. And since she's so instrumental in this happening, she gets like jail time and everything. Like, why don't we see more of that?
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna
There's-
say too. Because in the movie, when she leaves, Lady Gaga gets like the divorce or whatever. We don't see her for a while, and that's all I wanted because she was like, I guess, the entertainment.
I think the problem is that the movie is 2 hours and 40 minutes, and we complain about length literally every episode.
Yeah.
But it's not the length, is that the problem is that it's so long, but there's not enough story there. Like there's
Yeah.
literally
Things really happening
There's
in that
literally
time.
whole
They didn't use
scenes
it right,
without
right?
story.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's mostly scenes for showcases for the actors to go like,
Yeah.
I sold my shares, you know.
Oh, no.
And then Al Pacino going like, oh no, you know. It's like, and it's like literally just like
Hey,
like clips for the Academy. You
In
know,
real shit though, that's
Yeah.
he's so good though. Al Pacino's
Yeah, but
being
he's
Al
being Al
Pacino.
Pacino.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I love him, man. He's
and
so
it's
good.
you know, and that's what's disappointing, you know. And I just wanted it to be a little bit more. I think I don't know. It's weird because I wanted it to be bad, and it is. And for a long time, it is the good bad, but then it kind of falls into the bad, you know, just like
Yeah.
the boring bad, you know.
It's true. There was people in the back that were really funny.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Okay.
They were saying jokes, but then the movie, I'm telling you how, like, the
Yeah.
movie started dying.
I think we all just kind of like
Everybody
Yeah.
died on it.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
But what was the joke that you guys heard at the end when you guys were leaving?
We're waiting in the hallway, and there was like a family of like 5 or 6 people, right? And they're like, "Oh, there's nobody from Gucci working at Gucci now. It's not Gucci, it's Fucci."
So good.
But like to me that no, it's time to take out the trash. Like that
It's time to take out the trash.
that to me is my favorite thing in the world. No, like
It's time to take out the trash.
when the scene came on, I had seen the clip like on YouTube. When the scene came on, I knew it was coming. I turned to America. I was like a little kid. I was like, here it comes. And all the little things in the trailer that like seem so campy. Like when she points out her ring, it's like our name, sweetie. You know, it's like I was like, yeah. It was a really fun time. It's just
To
I
America,
wish,
you're like, hey, I remember that from the trailer.
yeah. I just wish it had, you know, my fun hadn't worn off. Like we're making
Yeah.
jokes. Like you know when the new girlfriend comes in, Adam Driver's new girl.
Oh, yeah.
You know, did you see the size of her nose?
What was that?
I
What was
turned
that?
I turned to America. I was like,
Oh
now you
my
need a
God.
fucking IMAX screen to see the whole thing. That's the fun we were having, you
Dude,
know?
it doesn't make sense. What's up with that?
But it looked like prosthetic. That's why I was making fun of
It
it.
did. Like I had that same idea. I was like, is that real? Because at points, like
It like moved, you know, like clay.
it looks because it didn't look like if it was added onto her
It
face.
did, yeah.
Like it didn't look natural. I was
It
just like,
didn't. It was really.
And Lady Gaga calls her a horse face.
Yep.
She does.
Straight out does.
Oh man, it's gold.
But all right, so let's move on to our older movie, which was Ricardo's pick.
Oh, Popeye.
Oh, I'm Popeye the Sailor man. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm strong to the finish, 'cause I eat spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
Hey, real quick, is that Robin Williams?
I believe so. I
Yeah?
think that's the one from the
Okay.
movie. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Because I was trying to get the,
awesome.
trying to get the at least the soundtrack version.
Okay.
Because if I let it continue, it becomes all like the chorus comes in.
That was dope.
Hey man, we come prepared here.
So my pick
Sometimes.
was because we're doing the musicals. What was it's just musicals?
Musicals.
Yeah, just live action musicals
Live
because we're
action.
not doing any animated.
For some reason.
Yeah, Robert doesn't want us to do Disney.
But so this movie's about Popeye, you know, the sailor man. Oh, okay. And how he's in the search for his father, you know. But when he's searching for his father, he finds this.
No, keep going.
He finds this kid who could I don't know tell the future. So now shit goes down and all the rest come out.
So this is the
Is
live
that what
action
happened?
movie of the cartoon Popeye.
I picked it because I was like in a corner and I was like, well, I don't know what to do. And I it was coming out right there and it's an HBO Max, easy to watch. So I was like, oh, I remember this movie and I haven't watched it in so long. So I picked it and I am in this movie. I love the music and I love the way they look. Like it's one of those they did it. I think the casting looks cool. It's perfect. Like they look like the cartoon. So it's like too good, and I enjoy that. And then it was literally like, because when I was little, I used to love it because it was a cartoon. It's still a cartoon. Like it's silly and it's like they do the little they punch a fucking octopus and it flies off. It's so fun. So I super in. I still enjoyed it. So I don't know. What do you guys think? America?
Popeye. I don't remember watching this. I really don't remember. This is like my first watch, I think. And it was super enjoyable. I didn't know what to think because when you started the movie, I was like, oh no, like, is this going to be bad? I can see this going wrong,
Yeah.
But, and especially because like his arms at first, I was like, ew, what is that? But it grew on me and I thought it was so cute. Like, this is such a good movie. The songs were catchy. So I'm super in on this. It's definitely
I'm
something to
taking
show
it.
your kids.
Dun-dun.
Robert, what'd you think?
Yeah, I have vague memories of this movie, like watching this movie as a kid. Like I have one memory of us, like our whole family, sitting in the living room, and I remember the octopus fight. That's all I remember, right? And that's all I remember. And then I remember when I was like 17, 18, I started getting really like into film, quote unquote, into directors, I was like Martin Scorsese, all these people, and I got really into Robert Albert, right? He made MASH.
Oh, okay.
And then I saw that he made Popeye. And I was like, what? That's like Martin Scorsese doing like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Like that's literally what it's like. And I was like, what the fuck? And we had it on DVD. Like my brother had it because he really liked it too. Because it's more from his generation. So yeah, we had it, right? And I pop in the DVD. And I'm watching and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like I was like, this is so crazy, right? I didn't even know it was a musical.
Oh yeah,
But
you didn't
yeah,
know?
but it's so wild and crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also damn charming.
It
Yeah.
is.
And
yeah.
I just loved literally every second of it. Like I fucking loved it. I was like, this is fucking amazing. And not like in the bad way or anything like that. Not ironic. I was like, this is great. Like I love the songs. I love the characters. You said like I love that it's not afraid to just look like the cartoon.
Yeah,
the characters
yeah.
look like the comic book and the cartoon. Something that would never really happen today.
Yeah,
They're always
no,
so
for
they want to make
sure.
it like dark and
Yeah.
gritty. It's like fuck you, man.
And
Like
real,
just
like-
embrace it.
Exactly,
Embrace the
exactly.
wackiness. I love the songs. I love Shelly Duvall as Olive Oil.
Yes.
Oh, but like to me, honestly, there has never been a person more born to play a character than Shelly Duvall at all. Because if she didn't exist, then there would be no Popeye.
They
Think
would
about
do
it,
it.
dude. She
Nobody
looks
could-
just like Olive Oil, and then she just acts like her. She sounds like her, like
Yeah.
Popeye. I don't know, man. Like I love this movie. I couldn't tell you what it's about, what happens, but I know I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I say I was in?
I'm not sure, but let's do it again.
Yeah, Geo. Here we go. Here comes the Grinch.
Like,
you
I-
would hate on it. You would.
Like I'd seen it as a kid, but like for some reason this movie was never one that actually got me. So because of that, I watched it again.
Wow.
It's cutesy and everything, but it's not one that I don't know. It's still it still doesn't really get me for some reason. So I'm gonna give it an out. It's fun. It's fun and odd stuff, but like I don't know. It just never really caught my interest for some reason.
I believe.
You know, I wish I had Gino back. It's the same.
He would.
No, he
be-
likes the movie.
He would be an out, I think.
No, he likes it.
Yeah, we can
I
talk about
think
it.
he'd be a Grinch.
Because he always does that thing where he's like, I used to like this, like his movie. Remember, he picked a movie and then he didn't like it anymore.
I'm pretty sure I've spoken to him about this movie.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure he likes it. Yes.
her. This guy, I was gonna be a fucking
Eat your
Yeah, 'cause-
spinach.
Because it's just kind like I said, it's cutesy, but like I don't know, it was never one that I was like like some of the other movies.
I didn't have the connection to it, and I saw it as an adult. Who hurt you?
Society.
Spinach.
spinach.
I do remember that as a kid. They're like, eat your spinach, be like Popeye.
Yeah.
That one gets used on all the kids.
I was gonna say something. Oh, the music, right? So in the music, I remember watching. You remember Punch Drunk Love?
Yeah.
I've
Was-
seen it, but I don't really remember it much.
You don't know the connection?
Nah, I
Oh
don't think I
my
can say I
God.
can.
Okay, so
Like off the top of my
The
head. no.
connection is the second AD died a fiery death in both movies.
no, I don't know, but I remember when I watched that movie, and then that scene comes out with the song. I was like, "What the fuck, Popeye,
Yeah.
Popeye!" It was so dope. So that song is like,
It's funny. I had the opposite reaction.
oh, you did?
Because I was like getting all into film, and I watched Punch Drunk Love, and I love Punch Drunk Love,
Yeah.
And then I watched Popeye, and I was like, oh my God, that song comes from Popeye.
Yeah.
Like, who would choose
Right?
Popeye to pull a song from?
It
It's
was
the
so
He Needs
good.
Me song.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
It
song
comes
gets
out.
used like pretty heavily in Punch Drunk Love.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah, I
so
don't
good.
remember.
Huh? Oh my God.
Yeah, like I don't remember like hearing it in that movie.
So good.
It's so
Yeah.
good, so good.
Well, some of the songs are very simple, but I guess it works for this movie.
It doesn't mean they're bad.
Is there more movies like that where they look? Because the only thing I could think of, like, I don't know, for me, is the Ninja Turtles. The Ninja Turtles is the another movie that
Yeah.
actually looks like the
Looks like
cartoon.
the cartoon.
Because they don't do that, that much.
Dick Tracy looks like the comic book.
Dick Tracy.
Yeah, it gives it that stylized.
Yeah.
like-
But there are very few that actually
Yeah, right?
are brave enough to just like look like
Mhm.
the thing,
No, because every time I used to watch it, I would be mesmerized. I'll be like, dude, this is like, he looks
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
guy that used to hamburgers.
I think from the characters to even like the little world.
Yeah,
it
the
also-
dad looks like the dad. It's
I
funny.
love the set design too.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I
it
remember
almost
when
seems
I
like
saw
a play.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I remember when I saw it, I was like, I just want to live there. I want to be in that world.
Yeah.
It seems so magical. It's like it's almost like a Disney-esque quality to the world.
Yeah.
Well,
Even though it's co-produced. by
Yeah, I was gonna say it
Disney.
was co-produced.
Yeah.
That one caught me off guard too.
Yeah.
Like I hadn't remembered that this was co-produced by Disney. I was
Yeah.
just like,
It's just it's fascinating because nothing like this will ever happen again.
Mm-mm.
They would never ever make a movie like this again.
No, they're not
know?
down. They're not down.
And it's a
Yeah.
shame because
Yeah.
and I think that makes me love it even more. It's because it's such a rarity,
yeah.
and it's just you can't even understand what Popeye's saying half the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, and I don't even really know.
He talks
Yeah.
like to himself a lot. No.
well, that's part of the character. Like
Yeah.
he tends to mumble to himself.
Yeah,
a bit.
it's so funny.
Like
dude.
apparently they like even during production they didn't even know what the hell he was saying. That they had to
actually-
redub.
They had to overdub every single one of his lines.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Why did they have to
hilarious.
know? Like,
Because you're not have to understand the movie, obviously.
but not even.
It's really like a
It was
thin
probably
plot if
really-
you think about it.
I mean, it's just
Yeah.
kind of how Popeye meets Olive Oil and his papa.
Yeah.
And Sweet
So-
Pea.
Yeah, and Sweet Pea.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I said. He's like psychic, right?
Yeah.
The baby or something. It's kind of silly.
Yeah, he's got some kind of power.
the
I was
Shinny.
mad at Olive
Like
Oil.
they even
because
have
she was
that
gonna
scene
pimp out
where
her
they
kid.
box. You know how they have a episode like that? It's so
Yeah.
dope,
Yeah, I
man.
love it.
They kick the fucking they kick the shit out of that fool.
When he gets kicked and he
That-
rolls down, he's like a little
it's
tired.
yeah. Dude,
The
it's
was it the
funny.
octopus they
Towards
kick
the
him
end?
like off screen or whatever?
Oh,
was
that
it?
yeah, at the end.
Yeah, they punch him
Yeah,
away. And it flies
yeah,
out.
that like really caught me off guard. Like,
Or
just-
or
I
olive
lost it,
oil
dude.
getting stuck in that thing. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's just like the
Yeah,
cartoon. It's so funny.
All right.
Yeah.
We do it every time. We have to talk about our favorite numbers.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. I'll go first. Because literally there's so many to choose from, you know? You obviously have the Punch Drunk Love song.
Yeah.
You have, I love the Everything is Food, Food,
Oh.
Food.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
love that
yeah.
song. I love a Bluto song.
Bluto
I
song's
mean,
like,
I mean, I mean, you
yeah.
know what I mean. So there's so many you could choose from, right? I love most of the songs. But I think the one I have to go with, and I think because it kind of encapsulates just the weirdness and the kookiness of the movie, is Olive Oil singing about Bluto's giant penis.
He's large.
He's large.
Oh, yeah.
I love that song so much. That's my favorite. I don't know.
Dang, I don't remember what song it was, but it's near the end when they're fighting, like trying to get Olive Oil back.
Oh, with the dad? That he hates kids? What does he say?
I don't know, dude.
He's
I'm
singing
gonna
a
skip
song.
this one. Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember he sings the song.
Yeah, and I forgot, how does it go? Fuck.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know. Just skip me.
Well, the
Somewhere
Punch
near
Drunk
the
Love
end.
song for me. Yeah, it can't. Dude, I even told her, like, because I already know, like, I've seen it so many times that when they show her feet, like, walking away, I'm like, oh, the song's over. Like, damn it, you know? Because it's so good. Because in Punch Drunk Love, it's so long.
They extend it.
Yeah, so and this is so short that I want more, you know? But that one, I can't. Dude, I remember you put it. Because you have.
Oh, because I own the vinyl.
Yeah, you put
yeah,
the song, and I was
yeah.
like, "Ee, that's the shit right there."
I think the one that I liked was called was it Sail With Me? I think it's the one with the when they're trying to put Sweet Pea to sleep
Mm.
Oh,
and they're in there and then like they kind of sing
Yeah.
to each other for the first time.
You don't think
Yeah.
that's sweet as fuck? You didn't capture your heart.
It
No, that's
did
why
seem
I said
his
that I like that
favorite.
song.
No, but you know, not
Not enough to
be-
like the movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Yeah. Haters gonna hate.
Like it's a fine it's a fine movie, but like it's not like this one never cracked into like one of like a fave.
I would say it's
Never mind.
definitely weird. Like if you don't know anything about the movie, you watch it, you're like, what the fuck is going on? You
I
know,
know.
like,
I guess, right? Or like if you don't like Popeye either, I guess, right?
I don't really. I was never
Yeah,
really a fan of Popeye.
You
used to
I
watch it.
used to- yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
Like I saw. a
That's
couple
why I
cartoons
liked
before.
it even more.
Yeah, I used to watch it, but
Yeah.
I can't say that it was like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I used
it
to
wasn't
love
like a Looney Tunes or
Yeah.
It
like
was
a,
for me.
you know,
Yeah.
Disney, Mickey Mouse or anything. Like
Mickey Mouse. I never saw Mickey Mouse. There's no cartoon to Mickey Mouse.
yeah, there are.
It's a
Really?
lot, Yeah.
They were all shorts. They were all like in theater before like features and stuff. That's where a lot of them are. Like the one where they go camping.
I
and-
never
the
fucked with
little
Mickey
RV.
Mouse.
Yeah.
That's weird. But yeah. Good
So-
shit. Hey, when this movie come out, is it Robert Williams' first movie?
Yeah,
It was his
is-
first
it's
starring
his,
role?
Feature debut. He'd already been on TV, but this is his first movie.
Wow.
It came out in 1980, I think.
Wow.
Oh, see, like I was gonna say that because it sucks because that's the same year The Shining came out,
Mhm.
and you know how like everybody hated The Shining when it came out. It got
Really?
Razzies and everything. Yeah,
What?
yeah,
Razzies.
Razzies. So I don't know. It's funny because just saying.
Also, Shelly Duvall, because she hated making The Shining, right?
Yeah.
Because of Stanley Kubrick's crazy ass. This kind of like made her like love making movies again because it was such
Oh,
a
that
fun
is
time.
so
You know,
sweet.
like she loved the
Wow.
character. She loved playing Olive Oil.
Yeah.
You know?
So dope.
So-
They should have made a sequel just to fuck it
I
up.
know.
Yeah.
man.
Keep her in that world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
I
Shelley
know.
Duvall.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man.
But that's all I gotta say about that. No, the only thing I had to say is that like anybody could watch it, but it does. I don't know now. Like I don't know how the kids see it now. Like
I mean, do kids watch Popeye?
because they might
I
just
don't
want to see how you're talking about, like the new style, the way like they try to change the look and stuff.
Like if they were to remake this, or not remake this, but if they were to make a Popeye movie, I think they'd go the route of like the kind of like the Peanuts movie, that kind of 3D
Oh,
kind of
3D
animation.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that kind of look.
because I was always I used to always be like this would like for real. I'm not gonna lie. This is the reason, like another like big reason why I hated the Mario movie, because I always expected if you're gonna make a Mario movie, remember the Mario movie?
Yeah,
It could have been like this, you know?
Make it like the
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
you know?
exactly like that. But
Yeah.
it's so fucking weird that it fucked
it was the
everything up.
90s. They were gonna make it like the 90s.
I know it sucks. So I don't know if the kid, because my nephew's never even seen this movie.
Yeah, I mean,
So it's
to be
just
fair,
like-
not a lot of kids are watching shit from the 80s and
I
70s,
know it's
you know?
weird. It's because I'm not
Does
there.
boomerang
You know?
not exist anymore?
I was the
I
movie
think
guy.
it does.
Yeah, but only old people watch it.
Yeah.
Really? I used to
Yeah.
watch this shit as a kid.
Well, you're old.
You
Oh,
are-
I guess
you
so,
are,
yeah.
You are old.
To them, the old cartoons are like Rugrats.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
You know?
Yeah.
That's why it was.
Dang.
That's a scary thing.
That's
you
why
know?
Rugrats are
You're
coming. Like have
right.
come back.
Yeah.
Rocko's Modern Life has come back and all that stuff because that's as far back as people are thinking now,
Yeah.
and then remaking those because when we were growing up,
Wow.
they were remaking like Scooby Doo and stuff.
Yeah. Wow. We were really watching like, or I guess it's to these
Dude,
kids like
they-
dinosaurs.
They're
huh?
even remaking SpongeBob. You know, like the new
Yeah.
style of SpongeBob.
Yeah.
It's so fucking weird. We're old as fuck. Nah, I
Yeah,
hate
we
it.
are. It's pretty sad.
Yeah, it's
But this movie captures my youth and puts into a little hot bottle. You know? And I
little
could just
little
go,
can of spinach.
Yeah, I could just go revisit
Little
that all the time.
because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if my my nephew sees this movie, right?
We'll introduce your nephew to this movie.
Yeah, no, but I'm thinking this is. I think if he watches it, he's gonna be like,
It's time to take out
That's good.
Halfway into the movie, he's gonna be like,
Yeah.
so that's what 3 ins and 1 out.
Yeah, thank you. Gio.
Boo!
"Wow,
It's
wow.
okay. It's an okay
wow.
movie.
It's time to take out the trash.
Let's bring Gino back.
Wow, I thought you would really like it though.
You don't like the penis song?
And he's mine.
Shit's good.
So tune in next week where we'll review Come On, Come On as our new movie. And then we'll follow up. We'll continue our musical series with Gino's pick, which is The Greatest Showman.
Ooh, I never seen it.
Oh, I thought it was the trash thing.
Yeah, I don't.
Ooh.
It's time to take out the trash.
Since Gino is trying to defend his title of being the #1 pick of most of our series so far.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a new one because I've never seen The Greatest Showman, but I honestly don't think it's gonna be that great.
Oh.
Yeah, same.
I've seen it in bits and pieces. I haven't seen it like all the way through.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah.
You like it. You're
Unfortunately.
gonna be in the side. You're cheating. No, you're biased. But yeah.
But yeah, follow us on podpage.com/in-out-delete for anything in-out-delete related. You can find all our old episodes and all our social media, links there. And yeah, you can catch up on anything that you may have missed along the way.
All right.
It's time to take out the trash.
And with that, we're out.